Not much. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We got the PBA Final League Telecast here. We're going to do a little different format. We're going to kind of ask the players what they're thinking. It's the final league telecast of the season before the postseason starts up in Portland, Maine. So a little different style here, but hopefully we'll get you guys asking some questions and we get them answered by some of the players themselves. Let's take a look at what we're thinking here. What's the format here? We got 7.5 minutes, right? 7.5 minutes and they switch. Nick, you gonna be bowling?
I'll make those decisions.
How many people you got? Oh, I didn't see Frankie, so I thought you literally had 5. I was like, obviously you're bowling.
Well, he doesn't have a jersey, so we don't know.
So he can bowl. You're the worst. Frank, if you what's the lineup gonna be?
Lineup is going to be Tom's out, doesn't have his jersey.
That's what Nick said.
That's what Nick said, yeah. Nick, speaking of Nick, he'll go 5. Dick Allen, two-handed, 4 hole.
Dick Allen's won two-handed today.
Jesper probably lead us off again. Done a good job at that. I'll go 2nd, and Chris will go 3rd.
All right, sounds good. You heard it from them.
Wildly
You said Jesper was going to lead us off because it's been working well. I saw 1 shot and I got 5?
6.
6. 6-pin fell late.
Don't sell me short.
He said Tom's out because he doesn't have his jersey.
Well, that's why I have mine, so he can.
So he can borrow your jersey. That makes sense.
200 IQ.
200 IQ. God dang. Are you watching the league match today, or are you bowling? Are you going to watch from right there, or are you going to watch from up here? You're like, I'm on the team. I'm not fully in the booth. Under the weather, he said, yeah. And so are you. Yikes. Filling in the booth. Dick, I got a question for you. Dick, are we bowling two-handed? Oh my! There's been some speculation. Some of your team members said one-handed.
We are just as disappointed as you are.
I'm a little disappointed in myself too.
This is really one of the very, very, very few opportunities that you would have to bowl on TV two-handed.
I mean, it's a September project basically.
Oh my! So we're bringing it straight to the league.
I mean, tested it out yesterday. Got some tips from Ogle. Asked the guys today in the Pro-Am, bowl the Pro-Am two-handed.
What did you shoot?
Talked to Mark. Not really a true score. I designated spare shooters every game.
Okay.
I walked in and said, hey, who needs help with spare shooting? And the kids would raise their hand. I said, good, you're shooting spares for me.
I need to pull that one from your book. Man.
Veteran move, man.
Veteran move.
Make sure you move 4 left in the 10th or 4 right for your case, and then just move the head pin, the spare, get out of there, save about 45 seconds.
I had the front 9, Doherty. I had the front 9 the last game, and Doherty laughed when I 7-9, like the light 7-9. He laughed. He goes, I'm just laughing because all those guys are like, oh. Anyways, the fans are going to be a little disappointed that you're not bowling two-handed. See, because you really only get one opportunity to bowl two-handed on TV.
It's true.
This really doesn't matter. It does.
But it doesn't.
Pending.
No, not really.
It doesn't at all for you?
Literally not.
Why not?
Because if we lose, then we're in the 4-way tie. If we win and Portland wins, then they have the tiebreaker over. But if we win and they lose, it's the same. They need to lose. It doesn't matter.
But if you win and then they lose, you guys are the 2 seed.
Yeah, but if we lose and they lose, we're still the 2 seed.
If they lose, no matter what you have.
Correct.
But you don't even need to win.
Correct.
Oh, they
literally our match is irrelevant.
Oh, okay. That's
why they put
That's
our
where I
match,
was
That's why they
confused.
put our match first instead of second, because our match
Was it
doesn't
supposed to be
matter.
flipped?
So we should just bowl Portland for the bye. Wouldn't that make more sense?
That'd be quite the match, wouldn't it?
That would be more
I
exciting.
mean, can we get some,
And they only have
can we
4
get
players in a sub.
someone to call that in real quick and just say,
I
why
would
don't
call
just,
it in right now, but we'd be messing with
It
the
wouldn't affect-
integrity.
it wouldn't
of the
affect nothing.
format.
No one would have any complaints.
It'd affect the excitement level. It'd be way higher.
Yeah.
And then the other match would matter even less.
Which is what our match is right now.
I guess. Portland's match is really the only one that matters, actually.
It only matters to one team.
Yeah. Let's see what these guys got cooking for us. Hey. Playoff scenario math. Yeah, it's hard. It's tough out here. Yeah. Matt, I got a question for you. Okay, so this match doesn't really matter for you guys. Obviously, you want to win every match no matter what, but since it doesn't really matter for you guys going to mess with the lineup at all?
Mess with the
No,
lineup.
I said they all matter, right? Like, you want to win every match,
Yeah,
but are
we're
you
still
guys...
trying to get all the information we can.
Yeah.
So we're still going to do good. Yeah. I think it matters for us.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Yeah, try and bowl on. Obviously, it's nice to bowl well on TV, keep the confidence high.
Yeah, we want to get the win going into Portland.
It also really matters. Are you going to try and, because you're on the TV show tomorrow, are you going to try and get a little information from the pair?
That's why I'm bowling.
Said I will be bowling no matter what.
Andrew asked me if
5 and
I
10?
wanted. Andrew asked me if I wanted to bowl. I said absolutely.
Oh yeah, try and get some information.
For the
I'm under the same.
That's a great advantage.
Like
That's a great advantage for
you'd rather bowl on the pair more times than not.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
I'm under the same answer. AJ, pick the lineup right now.
Pick a lineup right now.
If you had to pick the lineup right now.
Matt Ogle, Matt Russo, Matt Ogle, Matt Russo, Matt Ogle.
That's fair. And then we sit there and clap.
Yeah, and we clap. Keep second, boys. Come on, Bye.
All right.
Trying to play all my angles.
1 for 1.
Let me in, coach. Hey, do you want to let him in on the secret of the tour? No.
Alex James with the load management time. The world needs more Elite League broadcasts unless someone could guarantee the crowd to get hyped. I would agree. The crowd getting hyped is always a little more fun. John said I couldn't ever play in a tournament. I struggle to break 170 on the lanes. I've bowled on so much. So in my perspective, bowling tournaments is more about, they have handicap tournaments where any average can bowl, and I think those tournaments are probably for you. I bowl in multiple tournaments every year that, I bowl with 130 average bowlers on the weekends sometimes because it's all based on your handicap and based on your average, so anybody can bowl those style tournaments. If I was you, I would just make sure you go out and try and find those kind of tournaments. Hi, guys. So this match doesn't matter. Your match does.
Yeah, if we win, we get the bye. If we don't win, we don't get the bye.
And you picked up a sub this week.
We did. We get Eric Jones. And he struck a lot on the pattern we're bowling on. Eric, you finished 6th?
You can just say this is like the whole month of April, or
Yeah.
Eric struck a lot this month.
Yeah, your thumb is covering up the camera. So good pickup. Kyle's injured. Tom's injured. Sorry.
So you have 5.
We have 5. That
What's
is
the
it.
order going to be? Eric straight to the 5 hole?
Probably him or Graham.
I love that.
Yes. Nobody. Graham and Eric Graham and Eric struck more than the other three of us because Arturo didn't bowl. I missed a cut. Wes missed a cut. So
Love to hear it.
Tom, if he was bowling, he'd probably be the 5-hole. But you know,
Hello?
get out of here. This ain't about you right now.
It's about the lumberjacks. Lefties always think it's about them.
I know,
Why
right?
is it just
This guy would know. Yeah, kind of.
All right.
Anyway,
all right. Let's get the practice plan. It looks like they're just lining up on the approach. Tom, give us the lowdown. Not bowling this week.
Yeah, not this. I probably could have. Just had like a muscle spasm in my hip.
This is the best time to have a muscle spasm after the last tournament of the year. Baker.
Right. Yeah, I wish that's. But no, I'd probably be good to go. But just precautionary, like that Kyle cannot bowl, and I was a question mark. So kind of
And you don't want to hop on TV without a sub.
Correct.
And then all of a sudden you throw a couple shots and you're like, my back locked up. I can't throw a shot.
Yeah, exactly. And with playoffs being next week.
Yeah, and you're in it. What seed are you? Do you know?
No.
I guess it'll change also regardless.
Yeah.
It'll change depending on who bowls well and who doesn't.
But
I'm
yeah,
in that same boat with you.
Yeah. So no idea what seed I am, but no, this is Eric's bowling great. So actually, you got kind of lucky that he's around.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's been bowling great for the last month.
Yep. So now I should be fine to go. I feel way better today. I felt a little better yesterday. I feel way better today.
Yeah, just don't want to risk it.
Right. I'm sure I'll be okay. But you get here today and don't have anyone else.
I'm trying to be smart.
Yeah.
Protect our players.
First time in our life. First time in our life being smart.
First time in your life being smart. Let's check out what the game plan is. Now, let's get Tim Mack's game plan. Manager of the Portland Lumberjacks.
Clearly, the guys before us used urethane.
And they're probably going to in about an hour.
In about an hour, they're probably
When
going to
the
use
show
urethane. Niño, a little derecho. See, we're probably going to use that urethane hopefully to our advantage for some hold down lane. Like that. They're tighter for sure. So we may get urethane out.
What just happened to this ball?
That's clutch. It's the clutch system. I
think so as well.
There's a lot going on right now. You got your finger in the way.
It left a line on the lane. I was like, what the?
So there's a lot going on.
Who's the line going to be? Would we put Eric in the fifth frame? Fifth and 10th?
If the left is good, guy's one of the hottest bowlers on the planet. We called him while he was driving home and said,
turn around.
Mr. E. Jones, get in the car, come back home. There's a surprise right there, striking.
You're on your way home, and then all of a sudden,
got the call, so
we need you to come back.
He said he's really cool to wear the lumberjack jersey.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I know,
that you wore.
I know how it feels.
It was amazing. No one knew who you were, and now everybody knows who you are.
Now they all know.
Yeah, now everybody knows.
Magic.
So, if the left is really good, the right gets a little ugly. We have a benefit now of having two lefties.
Two of them.
So,
to be fair, I talked about that a little bit in the league. It's been good in the league pretty much every week. Good enough to play.
no doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt. So, we're just going to try to read the lane here and see what our
they
righties have and see how the ball comes off it. And right now, LAX is using all urethane as well. So.
I feel like it's not a surprise. I feel like every week it's been a urethane fest in the league.
It has been.
I don't know if it's a control thing or if it's a ball motion thing.
Well, listen, it keeps you in the game, right?
The biggest thing is with the reactive ball, you might split once more, getting the same shape out of it, and like a urethane ball would. You just might not split on that same hit that goes straight through the nose. And when it's a 1-game match or a 2-game match, I think that it's a real momentum shifter. Whereas if you go 7 spare or 8 spare, it's not quite as much of a game killer.
I agree with you. So we're just trying to figure out what balls we're going to use. Yeah, he's probably going to be in the 5th slot.
Yeah, looks good to
me.
me.
It's the spot that he's lived in his whole team career.
His whole team career just.
And listen, but he's bowling a little sore too. But he showed some promise at the World Series, and there's been a lot of games bowled. That's going to be really disappointing to watch that.
What a real big bummer. Let's flip this thing around.
See what happens.
Watch a couple of these guys throw some shots.
couple urethane bowls on our team, both lefties.
No surprise there that
But
the
our
lefties
righties
are
are not
going.
throwing urethane right now. That's going to be disappointing to see.
Dude. Almost on the
We'll
messenger.
change the color of the thumb, and that messenger will hit the pin.
You said you're going to change the color of the.
thumb. And that messenger will hit this pin. Next shot.
I can't wait to see a pink thumb go down the lane.
This is going to be cool. That doesn't break my heart either, right there. Just using the ball.
Are you guys just like trying to send messengers every shot? Yeah. Okay. just like messenger. That's not, no.
That's not gonna
It's not it. That wasn't the messenger. It's already warm. It's really hot outside and the door is right there.
Gonna be Raska this way.
I'm just letting you know, Chris, that
This one's going to hook.
there's another Chris in the chat that says, "Goddamn, you could butter your toast with Prather's release. It's so smooth."
Yeah.
Never heard that one before.
I've not. That sounds like some tasty toast, though.
Probably going to Yeah, that's okay. That's disappointing.
That's such a bummer to watch.
Yeah. That's why he turned around midway in Ohio. He got
Yeah.
the phone call.
Oh,
Everybody stays out.
Graham, is
Here's
this a
the
new
color
thumb?
change.
White thumb.
Another color change. And
Me-
let's see if the messenger hits it or strikes this time. As I said, color change.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Ah.
No, we're gonna have to go with the black thumb.
Black thumb.
One minute, guys. Switch over. Plenty fine with that.
Yeah, Prather don't look too bad right now.
I needed a couple more of those a couple days ago.
Well,
You know,
we needed that.
we can only live in the moment right now.
We needed that. And a couple other things that I won't say on camera. But he knows. And he knows when we get back on the lanes in a situation like that again, we're not going to make that mistake again. So, like you said, we're going to leave that in the past.
How did your match this week go? Did you win or lose? You
We
lost.
lost our match. It was the first time we got swept all year. We were.
Who was it?
We lost the first game to.
Hey, Graham, who'd you guys bowl this week?
Motown.
Motown?
And we lost game one. They bowled a better game one. But game two, we had game two well in hand. Dan Cooley made the super washout. And then we kept striking in the lead. And then Zach Taylor left the 310. And he hit the 10 pin and bounced the 10 pin out, back onto the deck, and he hit the 3. Made the spare. We struck, and to their credit, they struck out. They doubled, and we wouldn't have to show up in the 10th if the 10 didn't come out. We would have been in a roll-off. So
We
two
had
great shots down the stretch. Justin Knowles threw a slow rolling headbutt messenger in the 10th, or we would have had the game won. It's just what happens in these matches.
No, and I was going to say, we actually had a very similar situation happen with us in our match. We bowled against Las Vegas, and we had the lead clearly.
Yeah.
Richie T splits, and then AJ Johnson misses the head pin right and backdoors the strike.
Yeah.
To string a three-bagger, they end up punching out to win.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just crazy. And that
that's
happens
what
in
these
bowling all
matches
the time.
are, but that's what
Happens
these
in bowling all the
matches
time. Over the course of a season, it all evens out, but
gonna
one match at a time, anything can happen.
100%. I'm going to go over on the right lane because she's a little tricky.
Right lane? You think the right lane is the tough lane? Not looking for that one. I don't think the people are looking for that. Is anybody going to shoot 300 at the league on TV or what?
Right now, today? No.
Definitely not? Okay.
They want to in Portland.
Very, very hard. So any of the big scores you saw this week in the match play, both good games, really good balls. They were hard.
They were hard.
Very hard.
You've been tangoed? What is that? I don't even know what that means.
That sounds great.
It was your name, Tango, and then with an apostrophe D.
Yep.
Racist. I don't. Okay. Mikey Powlich. I just bowled with this kid in the Pro-Am. Said Mikey Powlich. I just bowled with this kid in the Pro-Am. Lefty throws a sick. And then he told me to mention him, so here's your mention.
There you go. Simple as that.
He's rooting for Portland. Oh, I know. No.
Back he's not.
See all the pretty lights?
You should.
If we were to do it, if we were to do a jersey bracket, who would win?
Well, this one is a huge upgrade from my last year's jersey because we were the Chicago Breeze last year, and if you guys saw those,
I didn't think they were that bad. They weren't great.
they were not great.
They were great, but they weren't that bad.
They were pretty bad. They were pretty bad. These are much better.
Somebody said just come bowl me in Connecticut for $150. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. Let me wait till I get to Connecticut.
Let me do it.
Oh, I know. That's why I was laughing. I was laughing. Do you think it's an advantage to be player manager?
He is enamored by fans.
Yeah.
And he catches one, he won't take his eyes off. I make more money.
Rich get richer.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
It said.
I get a percentage of everyone's earnings. Didn't I tell you boys? Oh, I didn't tell him. I don't recall signing any. I didn't tell him that I get a percentage.
You're the worst.
We're all the way through the end of the season. I never told him. Fine print.
It's a 10% cut of the winnings that the team gets.
They either accept that or they get traded and canned from the team next season. Who's got the luxury?
Ooh, I got a question for you. Simple. If you could decide the league next year, how many keepers would you elect for everybody to have? Okay. One, because I want a new team. I'm keeping myself and dropping everybody else.
No, one because I think it would just make it very, very interesting to see where everyone's going to end up. But I think in a real world scenario, if I'm not being silly, I think three. Probably to keep the team a little bit
More close.
This is the problem when you keep three. You need to have, in my opinion, there needs to be a salary cap. Each player should have a value.
And then you.
And then you have a cap. And then if you want to keep three, and they happen to be three most expensive people in the league.
You got to pick less expensive players.
Yeah, and so that's how I would structure it. I would then probably try to increase it from 6 to maybe 7 on the team. And then I would completely change the formula.
And years to come.
Sure.
Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. Brandon Tipton's calling you out for a couple messengers on today's show. A couple. That was funny. That was funny. That was funny. Is it going to be another urethane week? Is it going to be a urethane week? But you got the phase 2 in your hand.
But they're tough.
The urethane. Ron's asking, where did your long locks go?
Who?
Ron.
Ron?
Ron in the chat said, where'd the hair go?
Ron, so here's the story. Here's the gist. You guys, the 370 of you that are watching, I tried to get a haircut after the Masters. It was Easter. Didn't even think that all the barbers would be closed. I had a pair of clippers in my house.
Chop them down.
I was sick of my hair being in my eyes. So I said,
Get rid of it. Kevin said the same.
but they'll be back.
You're sick of your hair getting in your eyes? All right, we're gonna watch a couple more shots and then we're gonna shut this puppy down, get the bowling started. What time is it? 16 seconds? That's when we're shutting this down. We're shutting this down.
This is the
16
hottest the
seconds.
set's been in a year and a half.
There's gonna be some sweaty boys on this show.
It's hot. I need some milk.
I'll bet you dinner that Belmo strikes right now.
Here we go. Belmo's gonna throw 10 back.
I need a strike from Belmo for dinner.
I've lost every dinner bet all year long. Literally.
Belmo, I'm gonna need you
All
to,
for 10.
just making sure it wasn't a spare ball in his hand.
Why would I take that bet? He's my teammate, my captain, and my goat.
I feel like I pressured you into that on
You
the
definitely
live.
did. I'm just like, it's just like, oh, bet, let's do it.
All right, boys. Well, TV practice time is up. I'm shutting her down. I'll let you guys know the updates as we go along. You guys don't need to win. This match doesn't matter for you. It matters for them.
It does. It matters right here, and right here.
Just because it's going to make things exciting, we're going to win.